Hi, I'm Elsie. In this video, I'll tell you a bit more about how to model purchase materials with multiple environmental impact datasets, and how you might sometimes need multiple datasets to model a certain material. Finding representative datasets for materials and components you use can be quite challenging, especially when you don't know exactly what you're looking for. Getting more experience will help, but taking a systematic approach can already get you a long way. When you're modeling a material with an impact dataset from Ecoinvent, this dataset represents the entire supply chain of this material. For example, if we select a dataset for flour, it would include the growing of the grain, but also the harvesting, the milling, and all other processes necessary to get to flour. Some types of materials, like metals or plastics, can be processed in many different ways. For example, plastic components can be made by extrusion, injection molding, rotational molding, and many more techniques. For this reason, the processing and the material production of plastics are separated in the Ecoinvent database, and modeling plastic components requires not one, but two datasets. One for the material, such as low-density polyethylene, and one for the processing, for example extrusion or injection molding. This is also the case for metals. How do you recognize whether this is the case for the material you're modeling? Well, first off, it's important to recognize whether a dataset includes only a process or also the raw material. You can do this by looking at the product of the dataset, which is the second part of the name. For the first dataset, the product of the dataset is the sheet rolling process, and so it doesn't include the raw material. The second dataset has tin-plated chromium steel sheet as a product, indicating that this one includes the entire production process for this material. The same holds for the raw material. If you're looking for a material and you can only find an option that is not processed into the right form, you probably need to combine it with one or multiple process datasets. For example, the dataset for steel low alloyed is for the unprocessed raw material, and we need to combine it with a process, such as hot rolling. The dataset for hot-rolled low-alloyed steel includes the complete production of the hot-rolled steel. Unfortunately, the complete option is not always available. In this case, you'll need to combine two datasets. Let's look at an example in Mobius. Here, we see an object that represents plastic packaging film. We see two items that are linked to a dataset, one for the low-density polyethylene and one for the production method, extrusion of plastic film. In this video, we've explained why you'll need multiple datasets to model some materials. In other videos, we'll tell you more about modeling plastics and metals using this system. Good luck with making your own LCA.